Guys, so for today's video I am doing a pink Cateye and chrome Valentine set. It is very similar to the silver Cateye and chrome look that I did a couple weeks ago or so. Actually, it's like basically the same thing, just different colors, and instead of doing a star, I'm doing a heart. But I really liked that set and how it came out. And sometimes when I really like a design or something that I've done, I need to do it a couple times just to get it out of my system, because like I really want to like do it on everything and I want to incorporate it in all the sets. So I just like to do it a couple times, get it out of my system, and then finally move on. So for this set, it is going to be a Valentine theme set, so I am using a pink Cateye. This one is Fortune Teller from NAILZ by Dev. And I'm going through right now and doing one layer of this, and I am going to end up doing 2 layers of the Cateye, but for right now I just have this one layer, and I'm completely demagnetizing this first layer I'm putting down, so it's just the pink jelly color left behind on the nail, and you don't have any of the little magnet pieces or like glittery sparkly pieces on the nail. And I know for the silver one I magnetized both layers that I did for it, but that's because that silver Cateye that I used is a clear base with silver magnet particles in it, so if I would have demagnetized it, there wouldn't have been any color on the nail. It would have just been a clear nail still. So I did have to magnetize both layers in order to get that silver look. But with this Cateye polish, since it is a pink jelly base with little magnet pieces in it, you can demagnetize it and just have that pink jelly color on the nail, and then magnetize your second layer. But also, if you wanted to, you could magnetize this layer as well, and then you would have like, 2 different layers of the Cateye effect on it, which does give kind of a cool look whenever you like layer cat eyes like that and then like magnetize each layer, because then they kind of shift a little differently. So it's a really cool effect to do it that way. But for this one, I just wanted one layer to be magnetized. And so now, after I got that first layer done, I did go ahead and cure for a full 60 seconds, and now I'm going in with the second layer. I'm applying that second layer and then taking my magnet and just kind of magnetizing it in the way that I wanted. I wanted these to just kind of have like all the magnet particles up at the surface. I wasn't doing any kind of particular pattern or anything in them. Like I wasn't doing like the little spotlight look to it, where you like, have the circle of Cateye in the middle, or like the line or anything. I just wanted, I guess, like a basic kind of Cateye look, where you just bring all the particles up to the surface and it just, all that sparkle and everything is there. I don't really know how to explain it very well. Sometimes, explaining stuff is a little hard. Anyhow, after I got it magnetized the way that I wanted, I did put it in the lamp to cure. I think I was doing like 30-second cures in between each nail, and then I did a final full 60-second cure once I got all of them done, just to make sure that everything was completely cured. Now I'm going in with the anti-chrome matte top coat from Ballpit and applying this to all of the nails. Once I get it applied, I do go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. And this matte top coat is, as the name says, anti-chrome matte top coat. It is good for chrome isolation designs. I've been using it for a few months now, and I really like it. It works really well. I know there's a bunch of different ways people are doing the whole isolated chrome trend, and like how they're getting their chrome to not stick to the base of the nails and like places where they don't want the chrome to stick. I have tried out a couple different methods of doing it, and the one method that I was using all the time before I got this matte top coat was just taking whatever the base color was, so in this case this Cateye, and I was just wiping the sticky layer off, and then the chrome wouldn't stick to that. Sometimes it would, like, not all of the sticky layer would come off, so chrome would stick to certain places, or like I would just miss it whenever I was wiping it off. So sometimes I did have chrome sticking where I didn't want it, and that was kind of annoying, but that was the method that was working the best for me. I know other people were doing like regular shiny top coat and then buffing it. Some people were also just doing like a regular matte top coat and then buffing it, and that's how they get the isolated chrome designs to work. That one never worked for me ever. I always had chrome sticking everywhere, no matter what I did, no matter how much I buffed, so I never did that. I just wiped off the sticky layer off of whatever base color that I did. But then when Ballpit came out with this matte top coat, I did get it because I wanted to try it and see if it worked, and it works really well. It has worked every single time that I have used it, and I haven't had any chrome sticking in places that it shouldn't. So I do really recommend this matte top coat if you are looking into getting a matte top coat that is good for doing isolated chrome designs. This works really well. So anyhow, after I got that on and cured, I'm going in with the Emo Black Liner Gel from Ballpit. This is what I always use for my chrome designs. Like whenever I'm doing an isolated chrome design, I do always use this because it works really well with chrome, because it does cure without the sticky layer. You do have to only cure it for 15 seconds. I found that that is the best timing of curing. That sounded so confusing how I said that. But anyhow, cure it for 15 seconds and then the chrome will stick to it, and it'll be the nice shiny kind of chrome and not the grainy glittery look you get sometimes if you don't cure something enough or you cure it too long or whatever. So anyhow, I'm just going in with a 9mm liner brush and painting on my little hearts, and the same way that I did with that silver star set that I did, I'm just doing the hearts kind of in random places on the nails, and I only did one heart on each nail. And I will say, when it comes to painting on hearts, it's such a pain in the butt. Like, even just drawing hearts on paper is kind of annoying, because whenever I do it, like, they're never symmetrical. One side tends to be a lot bigger and fuller, and then the other side tends to be kind of small and squished a little bit. So, I don't really know how to make them look very symmetrical. I mean, I tried my best, but also I wasn't really too concerned about it, because I was kind of liking the whole, like, unsymmetrical kind of look with them. I don't know. I wasn't just like the stars. Doing stars can be kind of tricky because they can end up looking unsymmetrical and like uneven and everything. Um, and especially when I'm doing stars, I really don't try to focus on trying to make the each point even and make them symmetrical and all that. I'm like, however the star comes out is the way that the star is gonna look. Otherwise, I will be here all day trying to get that, like perfect star shape. So I kind of went the same way with the hearts. I'm like, I'm just gonna do them. I'll try and make them look even a little bit, but also I'm not going to spend too much time on it either. And because these are quite large hearts, I couldn't do my usual method of doing hearts, which is creating or putting on 2 dots with a dotting tool and then taking my liner brush and then connecting them to create the heart. I have done that on a couple other sets here recently. I think both of my last 2 Valentine sets I did hearts like that. So and that's just how I do hearts when they're small. But when I gotta have a heart fill up, a large portion of the nail, I have to just do the normal, draw the outline, fill it in, hope it looks good in the end. But yeah, I just went through, painted all of these on. I wasn't curing in between or anything. I decided I wanted to get them all painted on and then I would cure them afterwards. And whenever I do chrome, I do cure each nail individually because if I do it where I cure all of them at the same time and then go through and do the chrome, the first nail always looks the best with the chrome, and then as I go through the rest of them, like the chrome stops sticking as well as I go along. So I don't do it that way. I do each nail individually. I know I've seen plenty of people on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, they do the designs, cure all of them at once, and then go through and do the chrome, and it works really well for them. But I don't know what the deal, for some reason whenever I do that, like I said, by the time I'm to the last one, the chrome isn't sticking at all. And I'm pretty sure, like, if I were to take like some alcohol and like wipe the nail with some alcohol, then the chrome would stick to the surface of the thing, or at least that's what a lot of people say. I've never tried that before, but I don't know. So I just do each nail individually because that's what works best for me. But if you can get it to work where you paint all 5 of the nails and then you cure all 5 of the nails at the same time and then do the chrome, then you can do it that way. But I don't do that. after getting the hearts painted on, I cured for 15 seconds and then rubbed the chrome on. Is this the pinky nail? I think this is the pinky nail. And you'll see it at the end, but for some reason, when I rubbed the chrome onto this heart, part of the heart ended up looking blue, and I was so confused. I had to get a new sponge, and the sponge that I had used hadn't ever been used before for any other chrome, so I don't know why it was blue on the one section. But anyway, I had to get a new sponge and go like that. So the pinky nail heart is blue in one spot while all the rest look normal and are pink. So yeah, I just cured for 15 seconds, rubbed the chrome on, and I went through and did that for all of the nails. And then after I got all the chrome on, I did stick the nails back in the lamp to cure for a full 60 seconds, since I did only partially cure that liner gel in order for the chrome to stick. If you are only partially curing your gel to get chrome to stick, you do have to stick it back in the lamp after you get the chrome applied to fully cure it, to make sure you don't have any uncured gel on your nails. And then after I got those all cured, I'm just taking this fan brush and dusting off any of the excess chrome that was left behind on the nail. And as you can see, none of the chrome is sticking to the base of the nails, because I did use that anti-chrome matte top coat, which, like I said, works really well, and it always works really well every single time that I use it. I've never had any issues with it. So again, highly recommend that matte top coat if you do isolated chrome designs and you are having troubles with the chrome sticking in places that it shouldn't be. After I get all of the excess chrome dusted off, I'm going in with my Jinbei Crazy Top in Standard to top coat all of the nails. And I like using this whenever I do chrome nails, because then I don't have to worry about having a separate bottle for the chrome, and the chrome contaminating the bottle and having glittery particles in my top coat or whatever, because I do use a separate brush for this that I can clean out really well after I do this, to make sure there's no chrome powder left in the bristles of the brush. Also, if any of the chrome particles do get in this top coat, they all just sink down to the bottom, and you can see them down at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about the chrome contaminating and being like, when you apply this onto another set, you're not going to have a glittery top coat after that, because if you've ever used chrome before, then chrome does tend to stick to the bristles of the brush, and then it gets inside of your top coat, and then your top coat is contaminated, and now you have this glittery top coat that messes up any design afterwards. That if you don't want glitter on it, you're gonna have a glittery design, and it's not gonna be how you want it. So that's why I really like using this, because like I said, I can use the separate brush, clean it out really well, and then also all those particles just sink down to the bottom, and I can see that they're down at the bottom and not contaminating the entire jar of top coat, which is really nice. Then I went ahead, cured that for 60 seconds, and this is the finished result. I really love this set. I really loved the silver one as well. And then after I took off the Alice in Wonderland nails that I have on right now, I did do a blue version of the star set on myself, on just like my natural nails, and I really loved how that looked. Like I said, when I really love a design, I need to do it a few times to get it out of my system, because I really love it, and I want to do it on everything, and I want to incorporate it into all of my sets, so I have to just do it a few times, a few different ways to get it out of my system. And every time that I have done it, I've absolutely loved it. I think this is such a fun design. I love the monochromatic look, like with the silver on silver on the last one, the pink on this one, and then the blue on blue that I did on myself. I really liked. It's just really fun and really cute, and there's so many different options and ways that you could do this. You could do it with all different colors. You could do different shapes and designs and stuff. So far I've only done stars and hearts, but both have been really nice, and I've really loved both the stars and the hearts, and I've loved all three colors that I have done. This is just a really fun, easy, simple set that, like I said in the star one, I feel like this could be a really popular design this year, just because of all the different color combinations and like the different shapes and stuff you can do with it. And like I said, it's super quick and pretty simple. Anyone can do it. So I do feel like this is going to be a pretty popular design this year. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.